Hey guys, and welcome to the Gabe and Bruce Show, and we're going to be reacting to some, sorry if I'm looking over here, this is where my entire thing is, it's right down, look, right there, I'm sorry guys if I'm looking over here, it's because this is where the computer is, the webcam is right here. It's right next to it. If the webcam was above it, I'll be looking directly at it, but I can't. But we're going to be reacting to 20 horror stories animated. It's a compilation of January 2023 by Wanzi Entertainment. If you guys want to see more of these kind of videos, some more of these reactions, please don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. You'll always be notified of any new uploads uploaded to this channel. Anyways, let's get into the video. Also, furthermore, the link to this video will be in the description down below while uploading. So, anyways, 3, 2, 1.
It was a dark and rainy night last summer. I saw a number of guys standing in front of my house. They didn't ring the bell, but just kept standing there. When I looked out through the window, there were about 6 men playing the rock, paper, scissors game at the front door, completely soaked in the rain. All of them were wearing aprons with forks in their hands. Some of them were holding ketchup and mustard bottles as well. I lived alone, and they were perfect strangers. All of a sudden, they shouted, "Hey, open the door. Whatever there is in the house, we will eat it all up."
The fuck you will. The fuck you is, motherfucker. Seriously? Are you fucking high? Motherfucker, the fuck you is. You open up. If you got anything in there, we're gonna eat all your shit. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll open the store, but then I can hand you a can of whoop ass with my gun. 'Cause fuck you. The fuck you get in here, you stupid fuck.
I kept silent, trembling with fright. Then I heard them whispering to each other. "Hey bro, are we gonna grill it or deep fry?" "Nah, let's boil it today." They whispered to each other for some more time, then left. But I had to quiver for quite a long time, paralyzed by fear.
No shit, Sherlock Dick.
Several days later, it rained again, and I heard some people's voices in front of my house like before. When I looked outside, it was them. They were arguing with each other at the front door, getting rained on. One of them shouted, "You know what? I was almost hit by lightning today, just like barbecue. Ha ha ha. So, we are gonna barbecue you tonight."
Sick of all the ads like this one? Just head to adskiller.com, click on Activate Now.
Fuck no.
They started to giggle. I ran out of patience with them, and in the end I yelled, "Hey, want to be really hit by lightning or get tased by the police? You choose." Then they just left, hurling abuses. And fortunately, these guys haven't appeared anymore since then. I was finally able to breathe again. However, I heard the shocking news before long that a woman was missing in the village. And one day, the police came to my house. They asked me about the guys who used to hover around my house and if I still remembered what they looked like. I answered I didn't remember their appearance because they used to come at dark on rainy nights. According to the police, those guys were assumed to be prime suspect in this missing woman's case. They said that the woman called the police before she was missing because some suspicious guys standing in front of her house. And the situation she described was highly similar to what I reported. I suddenly got goosebumps. The police got the CCTV footage recorded from nearby the missing woman's house. However, it was a total shock. In the footage, there were 6 guys standing at the front door. After a while, she opened the door, and they suddenly started to pierce her with sharp forks, then rushed into the house. It was 2 days later that the guys finally came out of the house. However, the strange thing was that the woman was missing, but she had never stepped out of the house throughout the footage. If she was really kidnapped by the guys, they should have dragged her out of the house, but in the footage they didn't. What they got was not her, but just a number of black plastic bags in their hands. She was not seen anywhere. That meant she was definitely inside the house. But she disappeared and nobody was home. After the police...
Did these fuckers actually eat the bitch? I mean, I heard of cannibalism, but fuck! On fucking camera too, and no one fucking knows where she is? Motherfucker! They're fucking piercing her with forks! That takes fucking... that emphasizes on the fucking fact this bitch just got handed fucking eaten, and she's gonna become human feces now. What a way to go out. Become human shit.
They searched inside the house thoroughly. They discovered something terribly shocking. Her bloodstain was found in the bathroom, and the guy's fingerprints on kitchen tools like cutlery, plates, and pots. The guys ate something in the kitchen and the woman was missing. The police started to track down the suspects. Soon, they were arrested. The guys spit out the truth that they ate the woman up.
Fuck!
Besides, it was discovered that they did this thing to several more people after her case. I was totally shocked with fear and disgust. If I had opened the door that night, I would have been their prey. The guys' voices on a rainy night. I could never, ever forget that voice.
Shit. Fuck. That's some spooky shit.
I'm from the Philippines. This happened when I was 10 years old. Our class usually ends around 4 in the afternoon, but I return home usually either 4:30 or 5 p.m. When I got home, I got a glass of water, changed my clothes, and went outside to play with my friends. We usually play hide and seek, but as soon as we get tired, we just lay on the grass and talk about what animal we hate the most. One of my friends said, "I hate lizards." The other two responded, "I hate cockroaches because they're dirty."
Something we both can fucking agree upon. Fucking roaches and any insects fucking are disgusting. I fucking hate them. Not only hate them, I'm fucking scared of the fuckers. You don't know true fucking fear until you fucking hate insects. I swear, I might have a bug phobia, is what I'm fucking calling it. I don't know if there's actually a term for it, but that's what I'm calling it. I have a bug phobia, because I hate insects so much I will run like a little bitch. I fucking hate them. I just do. I'm not the only one that hates fucking insects. People fucking hate things. Everybody hates something.
Then one of my friends turned to me and asked what animal I hate the most. I replied, "Frogs." He said, "Why?"
Seriously.
I replied, "I just hate frogs." He said, "Okay." Then one of my friends started imitating the frogs, and we just laughed at him. Then one of my friend's mom called to get him home to eat dinner, since it was already late at night. So the four of us said goodbye to each other. Our house is not that far from where we were playing. It probably took 200 steps to get to our house.
Meh.
So when I got home, I heard a croak sound near my bedroom window, and I knew there was a frog, but I just ignored it. I went in the house and went to the bathroom to take a bath. After that, I ate my dinner as well. I asked my dad, "Where's Mom?" My dad replied, "She'll be late." I said, "Okay." Then my dad and I continued with our dinner. Then after eating, I brushed my teeth and I went to my room to sleep. Again, I heard a croak sound near my window, and again, I just ignored it. Just to let you know, the windows in my room are not covered with curtains, so I can clearly see the outside of our house. I glanced at the clock and it was already 1 a.m., and I thought, "Oh, Mom is already home." My only source of light was from the moon. I turned myself to face the window, and then my heart stopped, and I couldn't even move. I saw a human frog at my window staring at me.
Nope. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what you do? You know what you fucking do, guys? Run like a bitch. That's all you can do. That's the most ugliest ass thing. I will run like a bitch. I don't give a fuck. And if a motherfucker gets in my way, I fucking drop them so the fucking thing fucks with them first, giving me time to escape. I'm sorry. My life is more important than yours. Unless you're my actual, literally flesh and blood family, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a shit. Because it's fun and games, but when we fuck with something like this, I drop you behind and I say, I'm sorry, our friendship was good together, but fuck you. You're fucking taking the fall for me, because fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm getting in the car, bringing my phone, my fucking computers. I'm fucking bringing in a bunch of snacks. If this is at my house, bitch, I'm moving. Bitch, I will live on a motherfucking bus stop if I must. I don't know if we have bus stops, but I will fucking find one. It's better than living near this piece of shit.
But I just pretended I didn't see it. I just watched that human frog with my single eye open, and that human frog was just standing there. After a minute, it started jumping, and I didn't know what to do. He jumped for 5 minutes like it was waving at me. After that, it stopped jumping, and then walked away. And I fell asleep around 2 a.m. because I was bothered by that human frog that I had seen with my own eyes. In the morning, I went to the place where I saw that human frog jumping, and surprisingly, there was a very deep hole.
Bitch, what? Bitch, what? The fuck? A big ass hole? Holy shit.
I got accepted to a college out of the country, so I had a long flight that day. When I finally got there, the college administration gave me the keys to my apartment. I found out I had a roommate too, and her name was Jaden. She was very nice and kind, and we talked for a while. I was tired from the flight, so I decided to get to bed early.
Okay,
That night,
normal.
I had a dream that I was falling from a great height. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, I woke up to the sound of someone crying. I didn't think much of it since Jaden was a sensitive person and it was her first time away from her family. But then I realized I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, and Jaden was still crying. When I woke up the next morning, I looked over at Jaden and saw that she was terrified, as if she'd seen a ghost. I asked her, "Why were you crying last night?" And then she said, "There was a tall black figure right beside your bed, and that thing was watching you sleep, and then it crawled on you and just laid there." I didn't believe her until she showed me a picture.
Bitch, what the
It was
fuck?
of me sleeping, and that...
This is either ghost rape or booty wop. Either one is the same. It's the same thing, but I'm saying it differently because of fucking many reasons. But I'm gonna say this is fucking molestation. This thing is fucking getting it on with your fucking body, and it's making it a dream so you don't fucking resist. And if this thing doesn't give a shit about your friend, it's just fucking with you. You must have done something in your life to deserve such bullshit, or you were just very unlucky to be selected by this damn motherfucker. Either way, fuck that shit.
thing on top of me. She said, I was crying, but that thing didn't go away. I realized that was why I couldn't move, because that creature had been on me. I soon moved out of there, and so did Jaden. But 2 years later, Jaden was found dead in her house. The police found out that she had been scared to death. That thing is still haunting me to this day.
Son of a fuck!
This story happened to me very recently, and for me, this was the only way I could lift the weight off my shoulders.
Okay.
First of all, I live in an urban part of New Delhi, India. I come from a family of Hindus that are highly religious. About a year ago, a close family friend passed away in a freak bike accident and unfortunately succumbed to his wounds. This was a great loss to everyone, especially my father.
That's gotta suck balls. Death by biking accident. That's gotta suck ass. It's a lovely day to bike down the road. Oh shit! Just plain like that. That must suck balls. For that to be your way of death. Fucking having a happy day, and then God just drops upon you, fucking bike accident. And it says freak way of it? Meaning out of car accident style? Or motherfucker, some weird shit happened upon you with your bike and killed your ass after if you were alive for a couple minutes and succumbed to your death. That's gonna suck ass. I would say so myself. Shit.
Father, who was best friends with him. Now we had to perform a ritual on his 1-year death anniversary, which would free his soul to the astral plane. This is because spirits of people who died before they were supposed to do not want to leave this world. So a few days before this ritual was supposed to happen, I woke up at night and went to get a drink of water.
Normal.
Now, my floor is connected to the 3rd floor where my parents live via a flight of stairs inside the apartment. So as I was going to the kitchen, I always had to pass by the stairs. When I was coming back with the water, I looked at the stairs and I could make out the silhouette of a man. Now, I just thought that it was my father, as he would often come to check on my grandfather at night, as he had just come back home after a surgery. So I just said, "Good night, Dad." But as I was going back to my room, I noticed he didn't say anything back, but was just standing still at the top of the stairs. At the time, he and I were having a fight, so I just chalked it up to him ignoring me and went to sleep. When I woke up the next day to have breakfast, my father was at the table. So I asked him why he was just standing on the stairs last night, and he said he wasn't. In fact, he said he had so much work that he didn't once come down to check on my grandfather. My grandmother was at the table and overheard our conversation, and immediately said that it was our friend's spirit trying to make contact with us, but that we should never acknowledge his existence, as people with untimely deaths often take one of their loved ones with them. She then asked me if I had made contact with him, to which I told her the events of last night. She was relieved when she heard this, because the spirit must have thought I was talking to someone else, because I thought I was talking to my father. She made me go and pray, but I could hardly focus after all that she had said. And to this day, I wonder what would have happened if I had gone upstairs to take a closer look.
You would have saw your dead-ass friend, my friend.
I don't exactly remember when it began, but I started to have nightmares. I was lying on the bed in my room. I heard someone sniffing around. When I opened my eyes, I saw a strange man sniffing my body. I tried to scream but failed. I lost my voice. The man put disposable gloves on both his hands. Then, he grasped my body and started to gnaw off my flesh. I felt unimaginable pain being eaten up alive, and it continued until I was literally stripped to the bone. Then, I woke up screaming hysterically.
What type of fuck shit, though?
One day, my mom took me to the hospital, but the doctor said I was totally fine. He said too much stress could cause such nightmares. A few days later, I started to have the same nightmares again. This time, however, I stiffened up my whole body when the man was about to gnaw off my flesh like before. Then he said, "Hey, relax," tapping my body. I kept the body stiff and tense, and he kept failing to gnaw off my flesh. Then, he just had gone, saying like too hard. I sighed in relief, but the nightmare had continued again and again. Every night, different men appeared in my dream one by one and stood still in my room. If I kicked one out, then another one appeared. Each of them looked bizarre, and the way they acted was very creepy. For example, one of them pulled out all my hair until I was bald, then ate it all up. I had to feel the entire pain of being plucked out helplessly. When I woke up the next morning, I couldn't believe that it's real that I still had my hair, even while touching it. The next night, another man dropped a huge watermelon directly on my face from the ceiling height, and I had to face the pain of my nose being broken. He repeated it over and over, and I howled in extreme pain all night long. Another one came and stuck needles into my whole body. My body was stuck with more than 1,000 needles through the night. Every time he stuck it into my body, he clapped his hands with delight. After I woke up from the dream, it was like I was going completely mad. And this was really messing me up. I went to see a psychiatrist. And I said, every night, strange men appear in my dream and torture me like hell. Please help me stop this horrible nightmare. The doctor said, to them, you are the one from a different world. They're playing with you because you're interesting. And he laughed like crazy. I woke up screaming. I barely gathered my senses and found I was in a hospital. I also saw my doctor and mother. However, my mother's face turned into a strange person's face. Then she choked me, yelling out, "Get out! Don't get into another's dream!" Feeling suffocated, I slowly passed out. When I woke up after a while, I was on the bed in my room. I went to the doctors, but what I was told to do to get better was just to take rest and recharge. I couldn't distinguish between dreams and reality anymore. I got into a huge panic and...
This motherfucker, the stupid. The doctors are dumbasses. This motherfucker just told you he's been having nightmares that people eating and fucking with him, and he can't get sleep. Your bright solution is, you know how you can fix that? Go get fucking sleep. Motherfucker, did you not fucking listen? The son of a bitch said he can't get sleep because of these fuckers. How the fuck's that gonna work? Dumbass. How'd you get your doctor's license, your psychiatrist's license? By being a fucking idiot? Fucking dumbass. I didn't know fucking doctors nowadays who are dumbasses get their license too. Fucking idiots. Jesus Christ, this world's full of dumbasses in this world. Like, what the fuck? How does that help anything, assholes? Dumbasses.
Suffered from insomnia every night. Several weeks had passed, and I was gradually getting used to nightmares. The way those people in my dream acted was always uncanny and creepy. For example, when they saw me suffering in pain, they got very happy. When they saw me screaming, they mimicked my voice and made fun of it in amusement. Like this, the way they acted was bizarre and different from normal people in the ordinary world. So I thought maybe I could fight against them by observing the way people acted. I mean, if they looked unusual, I could quickly realize that it's just a dream. And one day, while walking along the street, I saw a standing woman. I approached her to take a close look. She was as beautiful as a Barbie doll. I said hi to her, but she spat in my face. As her response seemed to be unusual, I guessed this was definitely a dream. As I was in a dream, I decided to try to attract her for fun. "I'll give you whatever you want." Then, I leaped for joy and our romance was about to begin. At that moment, however, it was all just a down and intense even in a dream. When I opened mercy, completely knocked down, I blacked out. When I opened my eyes, I found I was in an intensive care unit. After that, I decided I would not act thoughtlessly even in a dream. And fortunately, I hadn't had the nightmares anymore since then. But something was still weird. People on the street stopped and stared at me, standing perfectly still just like mannequins. And when their gaze met my eyes, they ran away at full speed. Even my family, friends, All the people around me just glared at me in perfect silence at all times. Whenever I called them, they didn't answer. No one responded to me. And every night, mysterious men kept visiting my home. They broke down the door, invaded my place, and tortured me again. One guy covered my body with cement. Another one broke my bones with a hammer. And another one tried to pop my lungs by pumping air through my mouth. Every time, I barely managed to kick them out. But the next day, they barged into my house over and over again. When it happened, I called the police, but they couldn't catch those guys. Sometimes, I went to see a psychiatrist thinking I might have delusional disorder or delirium, but nothing got better. This way, I had 3 terrible years. And one day, I woke up from sleep and saw the warm, bright sunshine coming through the window. At that moment, I finally realized that I had never seen the sunlight for the last 3 years. And with a splitting headache, all the puzzle pieces of my memory fell into place. I just realized that I had lived in my dream world for the past 3 years. I looked at the calendar. I thought 3 years had passed, but in reality, only 1 day had passed. I howled and cried. In the real world, I finally received psychotherapy for quite a long time. Several months had passed, and the doctors said I had gotten much better than before. Fortunately, I haven't had a nightmare since that day. I also haven't gotten into panic anymore. But I am still fearful of getting stuck in the dream world again, and fearful of failing to get out of there for a long time.
That's gotta suck some major balls. Being stuck in there for 3 years, but in real life it was a fucking day. Your life must suck ass in that dream. Fuck.
My name is Lisa, and my family loved to go on road trips. We were that family that never stayed put. We constantly traveled. But this is the most terrifying experience I've ever had. Let's just say we won't be going on road trips anymore. It started when we were driving somewhere, which I won't name for privacy reasons, and it was getting dark. The hotel we planned to go to was full, and everything else was hours away. My dad continued driving, looking for a place to stay, and we came across this old-looking inn. At first, nothing seemed strange, but when we entered the driveway, we were immediately hit with a foul-smelling odor.
What the
However, we were all exhausted and hungry, so we ignored it. We knocked on the door, and out came a family. The parents looked normal.
That's an ugly bitch. That's an ugly bitch. That's an ugly bitch. And that's an ugly bitch. Oh, you ugly bitches. The dad looks gay. The daughter looks like she hasn't slept in 12 fucking years. The mother... Man, the mother's fine.
Like an average white family, but the daughter was extremely pale. Her parents were blonde and brunette, and her hair was jet black. But they invited us in, and we planned to stay for a week, as nothing seemed wrong. The only thing that seemed odd was that a room was locked, but we shrugged it off as some owners don't want guests looking through their stuff. I was 9 at the time, and so were the other girls. Another family came to the inn while we were staying there. So me, the inn's owner daughter, and the other girl decided to play hide and seek. The inn girl said she was the master at hide and seek, so me and the...
Oh, you want to be the master of hide and seek? How about you be the master of ass kicking? Fuck you.
other girl were seekers, as we bet $20 we could find her. I also forgot to say that the girl had such a crackly and creepy voice. When she said she was ready, I got goosebumps. Anyways, we split up in hope to find her faster. Few minutes have passed and I found her. I was behind her and was about to scream, "Found you!" But I looked closer and something stopped me dead in my tracks. I froze. There was the inn girl, crouching.
Oh, shit! I just now noticed that. Oh, fuck. The bitch just killed someone. Why is she still there? Who the fuck did she kill?
Down behind the corner of the wall holding a knife. Next to her was the other girl. She was dead. Then I realized she must have been waiting for me to do the exact same. Tears streamed down my eyes. I had to get out of there before she saw me. I quietly went up the stairs crying, Then I heard something that made my heart stop. The girl was at the bottom of the stairs, staring at me with wide eyes, smiling. I screamed and ran to the bathroom, locked it, and grabbed my phone to call the police. I was crying in the bathroom for a few minutes while the girl was pounding on the door. Then suddenly, I heard cop sirens and footsteps rushing away from the room. I noticed that immediately when the cops arrived, the owners of the inn ran away. I went downstairs and hugged my parents, told them what happened while the cops were bringing the girl's dead body away. I felt really bad for the girl's parents. I told the cops what happened and told them about the locked room. So I followed them to the room and they burst the door down. We were all hit with the same foul-smelling odor, and I froze when I saw what the cause was. Dead bodies.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, that's gotta... Oh, that's that. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Shit! That's a lot of bodies! What the fuck? How many fuckers did these fuckers kill? Let me count. A fucking lot of them. At least 50. Shit. How many fuckers came to this fucking inn and got butt fucked in the ass? With fucking knives and shit. Were they even the real owners of this place? Was this place even if they were, was this place actually even owned by them?
Leaking with blood were piled up in the room. Some were decapitated, and some missing limbs. We left the inn, and we never went on a road trip again.
Fuck. Shit. That's gotta suck balls. Damn. That being the way you go out, that's gotta suck dick. Either way, guys, please, like I said, the link to this video will be in the link down in the description down below. Please like and subscribe. We're gonna try to get to 50 likes on this video. If you guys want to see more of this, please stay tuned for many more reactions. Either way, see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hanging from the yard.